I was doing the exit interview, kind of talking about what we kind of been learning these first few stands. We are very new to the nighttime coyote calling, so this is kind of learn as you go type videos. We are no experts, but we are interested in getting good at it. So we're devoting a lot of time to getting good at it, and we're going to keep on doing it. We had a double tonight, so we got 2 tonight. We made probably 6 stands total. And when that wind died down, man, they got really vocal. I did notice that when the wind died down and it calmed down, we had 2 groups from this one spot. Apparently the ones that were the furthest to the north were further than the ones to the south, but these ones actually came and found us. I was talking to the camera and I look, and the silhouette crosses the tracks. Came into this field, and I changed the tune and got it to react to it, and it did. It was like perfect. The first after hours video we put out, Luke and I had called in a double, and first shot seemed really good. Drilled the next one out, he was like 280. I don't even really know what the yardage was, but we know it was like 250 plus, not quite 300. But we got that coyote. The second one I had to go out in the morning and look for, and came up empty. He bled a lot, and I really think that I should have found him, but he bedded. He laid down like 3-4 times, and the last set of tracks he was headed, and he never laid down again. Slowing that down, it looked like I really gave him a serious flesh wound, but the way it ran out of the screen, facing towards me, I think I just grazed him on the hind quarter and must have cut him open enough to make him bleed like he did. But obviously never hit a bone in his leg or anything, because he wasn't dragging a leg. It looked like I just poked through the side of his left hind leg. Unfortunately, there's an injured coyote out there. We try as hard as we can to make sure that doesn't happen, but it is hunting, and it did happen, and we did our best to try to recover that coyote, but it didn't happen. We are hunting in Vermont primarily. We've been doing this in Vermont. You don't see a lot of coyote calling shows out of Vermont, and I believe with all the daytime calling that I've tried over the years, the reason for that is this is a really hard area to call. They're always looking for that downwind, right? And we just don't have a lot of room to play with. A lot of the coyotes that you're calling can catch your wind and still stay out of sight. I know there's a lot of people out there that probably have tight quarters and are really good at doing it, but I just think that this is a uniquely challenging place to call. So I don't know. Out of all the spots we've gone, I actually like this setup really well. We just had a dry stand. So even if we don't figure out this coyote calling thing, at least we're really set up for it. And we got everything. It's kind of a nice setup. Nice call, nice rifle, nice scope, nice shooting sticks, death grip tripod, nice camera. I mean, we're dressed for success. We'll get one. We're gonna get one tonight. Be less likely for them to want to come, you know, with the wind not in their favor. But if you did have one come and they committed, they'd have to work to get to the downwind. The last stand that we did, I sat in burdock. So now it's driving me crazy because I got burdock in my wool pants. I don't think it's windy enough. I mean, I can hear the echo of the call, so I know they're hearing it. I'm playing it a little bit louder. It is a little windy, so I am playing things a little bit louder, but we haven't had a howl back, and we haven't had any response, so I think we're just striking out on the spots that we've picked. I think if there was a coyote right in here, it would have at least popped out. We would have at least seen it. So we just gotta find a more coyote spot. There's two of them. Woo! He's still there. Yeah. I think he's down. Is he down? Looks like he's down, right? Yeah, wait. The other one's coming back. What do you think? I think we walk out to that dead one, but keep an eye on him, and then hit the collar again, and maybe it'll pull him in. I don't see him at the moment. I thought you were going to have him there. I probably still could.
When he came out to the right,
Yeah.
I thought you were going to...
He's just a little too far.
Was it?
Yeah.
I had you got video on this.
Yeah. Wait till you see that. I salvaged a really cruddy shot. It's just one of them One of them places, you know, coyotes are around. And that farm's got compost. It makes more sense to me. I like how it kind of deadened in here. The wind's not blowing.
No
here.
wind.
Dead quiet. But they came out with the 3-minute mark. They were just starting to really come in. I had a really nice stop shot. Probably, 100, within 100. Is he still right there? He's not that far. When I made that shot, they were standing still. This coyote was standing still. And right as I squeezed the trigger, that thing bolted into the call and I shot right behind it. And luckily I just switched it up to, coyote distress, and it just turned him back around and gave me another stop shot, and I made that one, but the first one was embarrassing. Complete swing and a miss. Slider blowing away. We'll give one more spot a try and probably wrap it up for this night. It's getting kind of late, later than we wanted to be, but it actually started getting nice out. That wind stopped. Now it's pretty nice out. So, and now they're starting to bite. So, rule of thumb is once they start biting, it's not when you want to go home. So, we're gonna tough it out and give this one last go. What's that? These are all coyote tracks. These are all coyote tracks. Some of those are close enough. Those are close enough, they might come. There are so many coyotes in this valley. It's not funny. Question would be like, what's the better play? Do you try to pull them in from that far away? Or do you just say, alright, they weren't right here, back out, try it again when they might be? Because all these tracks are like, so like, one thing I take away from tonight was a bunch of dry stands, but one like really hard charging, quick stand, done in 4 minutes really. You come to this other spot and we called and we had 2 groups answer. We had some answer to the north and some to the south. We're 20 minutes into this stand and we might have got a glimpse of one, like I would say quarter mile from us. It's just really open in this one spot. And I'm thinking like when we, in our first night, our first outing, first episode, When we came through the barn, we spotted one out here, and then we snuck down here, hit the call, and we were shooting within a minute. You know, we got real tight to that coyote, or both those coyotes, and had a really quick response. Oh, coyote, 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 right behind you, right behind you. It just went this field.
He's on the tracks. Hey, he's on the tracks.
Nice. He's coming. You got him. He's coming. Woo! I'm not impressed with these bullets.
Where do you think he hit that one?
Oh, right in the chest. He's dead. He's got to be dead. But he ran out of the field. Oh my gosh, Luke. He came in right behind you.
I know.
He was like 30 yards from us. I see him as him coming down the tracks. That one better not get away, because did you hear that bullet?
Yeah. But he was running pretty fast.
I know. But he was like, the other one ran 100 yards too. We'll find that one. All right, so what's that? I was trying to say something. What I learned. 23 minutes. So that one did, from that group that howled, that one did howl one more time, much closer. Like, must be like that goblin turkey type scenario. You know, you can hear that turkey coming. Well, he did howl a little bit closer, but man, he popped right out on the tractor. But there is like, that was solid. That was a solid whack. If for whatever reason we don't find that coyote, I'm busting out the 22-250. We gotta go find blood, Luke. First drop of blood at like 30, 40 yards maybe. Another drop. Dead coyote. What the frick? still alive. We just recovered that coyote. We're gonna look back at the footage. You'll see it on the video where I actually hit this coyote, but I howled to get him to stop, and it stopped, and I felt like I put a really good shot. It sounded like a really solid hit, less than 100 yards. Well, we just followed this thing 100 yards maybe, 150. So we went 150 and we were finding specks of blood. In fact, it just barely started dripping a little bit more. We actually had to dispatch it on finding it because it was tucked in some brush. It was still pretty alive. Not what you like to see out of your bullets. I've shot in just a handful of coyotes now with these bullets. I'm not going to write off the cartridge quite yet because I know a lot of guys are having luck with the 22 arc. I've been a 22 250 guy for years, and I can tell you right now, some of these shots would be just absolutely locking them up and dropping them, especially that one was less than 100 yards. I might try a different bullet out of it, see if I get a little different results. I was really not happy with this one, but we will see if it was my fault with my shot placement, or if it was just, yeah, the bullet didn't do what we wanted it to. So all in all, good night. We're gonna get Davey on a podcast soon. Davey's been awful busy, but he's gotten a couple coyotes. We got to fix that too. His scope isn't one that records. We got a podcast coming to you on the Game Seekers podcast. We are starting to really get into the center of our coyote season. Luke's been out a couple times running dogs. We're gonna keep learning as much as we can with each stand, and maybe we'll get this thing figured out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Can you give me a little light, maybe? So when it does rip me apart, I'm telling you, this is a beautiful coyote. Oh, another big coyote. Another big male.